The points P and Q are opposite vertices of a regular hexagon, and the points R and S are midpoints of the opposite edges as shown. The area of the hexagon is 60 centimeters squares. What is the product of the lengths in centimeters of PQ and RS? So we can start by joining the vertices so that we have divided the hexagon into 6 equal regions, and then so that would be joining these vertices. Because P and Q are already joined, we will join the other vertices. So that means now we have 6 equilateral triangles. So this is 1, 2 and 3, and then we have 4 and 5 and 6. So these are the 6 equilateral triangles that we have, and what that means is the area of any one triangle would be, so area of any one of the 6 equilateral triangles would be 60. It's 60 area of the hexagon, so 60 divided by 6, and that would be 10 centimeters square. So once we get that, so if we look at triangles, if I name it, like if I were to name it A, B and O, the center if I call it O, so area of triangle OAB would be half times base times height. So we don't know the base, we don't know the height, so we can assume that let AB be x, or the side of the hexagon is x. So because they're all equilateral triangles, so therefore AO would also be x, and OB would be x, and all other sides would be x, and including the sides of the equilateral triangle. So therefore you see OP is x and OQ would also be x. So would the other sides. So as they're equilateral triangles, so the side of the hexagon would equal to the side of the equilateral triangle. So it would be half times base times side, area of triangle OAB. We can write it as half times x times height, just leave it as HT as height, and because I don't know the height, and that would equal 10. So the height would be, so here height you see is, I can write it as OR, height is OR, so I can write half times x times OR equals 10. So OR would be 20 divided by x, and therefore OR is and that is also, no sorry, I can write that is also equal to OS. See, this is OR equals OS, so OR equals OS. So therefore you can say RS, which is a requirement here, that RS equals twice of OR, so twice of 20 out of x, and that is 40 out of x. So we got what RS is. So next we have to find what PQ is. So let me highlight it a little bit. So highlighting it, so if you were highlighted, so we got RS, and then PQ would be PO plus OQ, and that equals x plus x, that is twice of x. So then we can say that the PQ times RS, we have to find the product. So PQ times RS would be twice of x multiplied by 40 out of x, and you see the x's cancel out and we are left with 80 centimeter. So the answer is C, 80 centimeters. That's the answer.